Hello fellow bike people! I recently posted a poll on my YouTube channel about what video Brianna and I should make next, and it turns out what you wanted to see was how to buy your first bike. So we're gonna do that today.
Yay!
So obviously Brianna already has a bike, so we're getting her a second bike. We're doing N+1, which is the theory that the appropriate number of bikes to have is the number you currently have plus 1, and representing the number you currently have. So we're N+1 in Brianna. We're getting her a backyard bike, something that can just sit out there, be easy to grab, work as a loaner, something she doesn't have to worry about locking up somewhere. If it gets stolen, no big deal. It's kind of rusty, doesn't really look like a theft target. It's gonna be a good, just all-around daily beater bike.
So we decided to look around on Kijiji and it was kind of hard to find something, but I'm really excited with what we found. I think we got a good deal and it doesn't look like much. It's got a bit of rust, but I think it's got huge potential and I'm really excited.
Alright, let's go outside and do this.
Yes.
So this is it. It's Raleigh Boardwalk from Walmart. So obviously not a super fancy bike, but it's in reasonably good condition. Like most of the rust is cosmetic. I think we'll be able to tune this thing up really nice, get it running really well, and we might even redecorate it later this summer. So my arm's having a special day, so Brianna's going to be doing a lot of the work. I'm just going to be talking her through it. We're just going to be doing like a cursory tune-up to get it rideable, make sure there's no major problems, just so we can give it a good solid test ride before I can take it to the shop tomorrow and give it its finishing touches.
Air first. What are you here?
So push it on as far as you can like this, and then flip that over. Yep.
Okay, we're good now.
So now pump it up to around the 40-ish. Cool.
Hey.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. No, that was a bad idea.
Okay, pass me the cap. Don't touch my bike.
Okay, I know that. For now, I might have to touch later.
Here. You can be my assistant.
I will aid in the repairs. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hey. All right. One thing done. Here you go. What's next?
Next thing is we gotta put a little oil on this chain. There's a couple slightly stiff links, but it'll free up for now just so we can test ride the bike. So you saw I was just pedaling backwards?
Yeah.
You hold this here, you kind of have it squeezing out like a few drops per link like that, and you just keep pedaling backwards till the whole chain is a good coat on it.
Okay. You got it all?
Yep, it's looking nice and coated to me. Alright, now I'm going to do a little bike mechanic hack on this. Again, just a temporary fix. This is not how you solve it permanently. But, if I pedal backwards, see how there's some jumping chain links on there? I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there is. A trick to free those up is to find those stiff links. Let's see. There's one. And grab the chain either side of it and flex back and forth like this. And that's gonna give the chain a little extra wiggle, kind of free it up a bit. Yeah, that link moves now. Oh, that actually worked really well. The chain's running nice and smooth now. All that rust, I didn't have much faith in it, but it's back to life. So, next thing is we're gonna have to set up the cockpit, make sure everything's all nice and ergonomic for Brianna. At the moment, it's set up a little too high, and I notice the stem is set past its maximum extension point. With these stems, there's a grooved line on them that has to be inserted inside the frame for it to be safe enough. Otherwise, it's so high that it can just get ripped out. So I'm going to lower the stem, we're going to set up the bar, the brake lever, the seat angle, and we're going to set the seat height.
Okay.
There we go, popped it free. Now we're just going to lower that to a safe height. Hold that straight, and yeah, tighten that back up.
That's good?
As tight as you can get it, it's perfect.
Because I can get it.
Yep, that needs to be as tight as possible. And then, just let the little plastic cover back in, and that's perfect. Next, we're going to do the seat height.
far do you want it to go?
All the way up and out.
Why?
We gotta add a little bit of grease.
Okay.
So it's just not this hard in the future.
Oh my god. Ah! Feels like you birthed a baby.
Yeah. And that's why you need to grease your seat posts.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
So we're gonna give it a swipe of the nasty green toothpaste.
Thank you for not making me do that part.
I like the nasty green toothpaste.
There's a reason I work in an office.
I'm just guessing. That's about the same height the seat
You're
on
on
your
a
other
bit
bike
of
is.
a...
Is that about the same height as the seat on your other bike?
I mean, it seems about right, yeah?
Good
I
enough.
think so.
We'll start with that. Alright, have a seat on there. Let's see how that is now.
Okay. I think this feels good.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah. I would say maybe down a smidge, but even that, maybe not.
I think that'll be okay once we're on level
I think
ground.
this is going to be good.
Yeah.
Seal of approval.
Next, handlebars.
Okay.
I noticed these are rolled slightly forwards for you and the levers are a little too far down, not by much. So, I think we just need to roll the handlebar the littlest bit like that, just a little more accessible. That's it, the cockpit's set up, gears are working pretty good, tires hold air. Last thing to do, I think, is set up the brakes. Now in this case, it's going to be a little tricky. That cable is completely seized on the rear brake, so we're going to have to replace that cable. The front one just needs a little adjustment.
That will just be loosening this up, pulling this through a little bit, and then tightening it, right?
That's it, that's all. Just going to loosen this nut up.
How did I know that?
Well, for the tension, yeah, that's it. So you loosen that nut, squeeze this all, pull the cable through a bit more,
I thought so.
and clamp her back down. A little too tight?
A little too tight, yeah.
Perfect. So we'll just use the barrel adjuster and dial that back in a little bit.
Oh, what? Good, pretty good.
See? Nice, that's right on.
Yeah.
Now see how only one arm's moving there? Now we're just going to take the Phillips screwdriver, dial in the screw on this side, it's going to tighten the spring, and make it move more equally. So I've got my new housing, measured out to the same length. Let me give that a little trimsy. So could you do this, that end first, down through all these holes?
Yep.
Now?
The noodle and the other things here.
That noodle's dead, so we're going to put a new noodle as well.
Cool. New noodle! Seeing how it all comes together and all the components actually makes it make sense. I feel like I understand a little more how the brakes work now.
It's only complicated the first time you do it. Once you've taken it apart once and seen how it works, pretty simple.
I could totally do that if needed now. And like the brake adjustment, I've seen like a lot of people need that, and like I kind of see how that was done. I feel like I got some skills building.
It feels great now.
Hey, oh yeah. Oh, smooth as butter. Hey, I like the goals.
Nice, this thing's so
I
cool.
like it.
Alright, so we're ready for a test ride. This looks like a pretty solid urban bike, look nice and comfortable. We got enough parts that we can modify it a little bit, make it a bit more personal. And the best part, this cost us $40 on Kijiji. Like Kijiji, Facebook Marketplace, Letgo, Craigslist, whatever used classifieds you're looking at, you gotta be really patient and just dig through because bikes like this go really fast. But you can find really nice bikes just because they're a little on the ugly side and they need a little TLC. They can be super cheap, even in current times with the whole shortage of bikes going on right now. Let's see how she roll.
Let's try again this way.
Still a bit of brake rub. We'll adjust that tomorrow. I think I should ask you what you think first. You're the one who wrote it. I want your opinions.
I love it. It's comfortable. I feel like I could go as far as I need, get what I need done. I feel like I could get groceries, anything I need. I love it. It's smooth. It just turns nice and easy.
All right, I want to test ride it now. Then I'll give my thoughts. I love it. This step boost is so nice.
So what do you think?
Probably the best $40 Walmart bike ever. Like, this thing rides really good. Like you said, it's super comfy, it's super confident. It does still need some adjustments. Like, the brakes are pretty squeaky. You're gonna have to put new brake pads. The headset's a bit loose. Like, it needs a bit more work. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna take it to the shop, put some finishing touches on it. I think I'm gonna add a front rack and basket, and then we'll be all good to go. So this is the bike now that I've put the finishing touches on it. You can see I haven't changed much. I've put the handlebar on, I've put a front rack on, I've put some bungee cords over the basket here. Other than that, pretty much the same. Oh yeah, and I changed the seat. But those are all totally optional things that I did because I could. The whole point of this video is how to buy a bike on as small a budget as possible. So really all of these things were optional. Everything we did here, getting the bike running, that's what was required. And in total, we spent around $50. So we spent $40 on the bike itself that we found on Kijiji, and then we spent around $10 on a cable kit to get it fixed up. Everything else was done with regular hand tools and regular lubricants that you could do at home. Getting this bike fixed up, your average person could do it on a Saturday afternoon, just, spending an hour or two on it. So most years when it comes to buying used bikes, I would recommend that you look at the brands that your local bike shop sells and try and buy one of those bikes used because they'll usually be a bit better quality. This bike came from Walmart, and this year, because there's a bike shortage, same as last year and same as probably next year, a Walmart bike for $40 is perfectly reasonable as long as you're not going to do any extreme riding with it. It's in good condition overall, it's made of steel, it'll last for a while. This is the kind of bike you want to look for if you're on a tight budget.
And most importantly, I can lock it up without worrying.
Yeah, that's great. It's fun to ride, but it's not a theft target. That's one of the best parts about it. Like, nobody's really stealing bikes like this around here anyways. So when you lock this up and leave it for an hour or two while you go shopping, you can be confident it's gonna be there when you get back.
So this just goes to show that no matter your budget, if you put in a little bit of work and do a little bit of research, you can find yourself something great.